Hello from Welcome to Invest. We're talking about investing, finance, and professional development. That's a recording time of 7:33 a.m. on the Eastern Time. Ethereum coin traded $3,081, down about 2.32% so far. The overall crypto market is currently flat to down at the moment. With the interest rates, the 10-year Treasury yield nearly 1.77% on this Monday morning. And on a pre-market perspective, Dow Jones, Nasdaq, S&P 500 are all down respectively. And what's going on right now, right? This week is a relatively big one, right? We have basically three specific macro factors, all coming from domestic level. The first one's coming out on Tuesday with Jerome Powell. He's scheduled to testify at his nomination hearing before the Senate panel. And we're going to be hearing about, his long-term outlook, his short-term outlook, and obviously with respect to the future of the monetary policy on how he's going to be triangulating the quantitative tapering, right, as we have heard from his previous speech, right, tapering from the $120 billion of bond purchasing on a monthly basis to $30 billion on a monthly basis, right? And also with that triangulation spike the interest hikes, right? And we have seen one of the first ones out of the three for this year in 2022. We expect another one in 2023, which is going to be two, and then another one in 2024, which will be two respective interest hikes, right? As we're trying to sustain and basically revive the U.S. economy back to normal, or normalcy, if you may. And something that is still unknown is with respect to the Omicron, which is, frankly, the secondary factor that we're still, lingering on, as we've seen from the University of Cyprus. That professor said something along the line, there's a combination of the Delta and the Omicron, so it's like some sort of a Deltacron. So people are just naming things left and right. I guess I do agree with some of the, verbiage in the comment section. Maybe the scientists just want to make a name for himself by, getting some, public approval by creating some sort of a name to convey, his research or something like that. And then another one that is another factor that we have to watch out for is on Wednesday, right? So the CPI report, the Consumer Price Report, is going to be expected to show, based on the Wall Street expectation, a 7.1% of year-over-year increase. So we have to watch that specific number. How are we trending, right, on an annual perspective? And also on a Thursday, right, there is the release of the Producer Price Index number, which will measure the wholesale price, right? So we do have, relatively, a volatile week ahead of us, right? Again, right, just to recap, right, Jerome Powell's speech tomorrow, right? CPI report comes out on Wednesday. The PPI report comes out on Thursday. And we're also kicking off the earnings season, right? So across the board, it's going to be, a stomach wrenching roller coaster ride ahead. So prepare yourself, but ultimately, the risk management level is what we identify here. The dollar cost average level is what we identify here. And despite the storm, right, if you stay true to technicals while applying the right fundamental mindset and the analysis, you will be fine. Okay, so let's just dive straight into the technicals right now. First, just want to say happy Monday, by the way, and also, hope you guys had a great weekend as well. And in respect to recording time of 7:37 a.m. on the Eastern Time, Ethereum coin traded $3,074, down about 2.5% so far. You can see that we are above the 3,000 mark. We have broke down to the 2,993.57 days ago. And right now, we're still very submerged, 28 out of 70. Slowly try to revive and curve back up right now. So we'll see, right? We will expect some anticipatory pressure at the market open. Right now, it's bright red across the market. Oh, it's not bright red, but more like just down because of the investment sentiment. There are a lot of volatile factor that's coming into play. So that's basically what the psychology behind investors are thinking at the moment. Bitcoin right now is the 41. basically above the 40 again, right? We are 29 out of 70, very oversold still. So I would say Bitcoin and Ethereum are still buying opportunity at the moment. Do we see like 37? I would say that's a really, really tough stretch at the moment because we're relatively oversold. And the reason we're lingering on right now is because we're very oversold. And for us to get down further would incentivize the corporate investors and even people, with their hard-earned money to be selling on a loss for us to get there. So, think about yourself. Do you think you will want to be selling because of, the sell-off that we've been experiencing so far? You want to just sell now? That's something more of a personal question, right? Dogecoin is at the bottom right now, basically at the 1469. We're technically at the near bottom. The 1457 is the bottom, the 30 out of 70. Still a good opportunity to incur risk. Cardano's 1.13 right now. We're below it. You could see that we basically try to get back to the 112.63, which was the bottom, with the 35 out of 70. So I think the bottom technically should be somewhere around $1. If we break $1, we might have a room to go down to, but that's basically new territory. So I think we're gonna just bounce from the $1.01 specifically, as as the RSI triangulates with that matches with it. So $1 is gonna be the bottom technically. Solana is down about 2.01%. Right now it's basically about to bounce back from the 133 with the 31 out of 70 right now, curving back up. So not terrible, but again, right, 133 is where I would place my order in. XRP is down about 1.51%. Basically lingering between 78 and 69. I think right now it's not a terrible level to incur risk. I would place my order in 69, obviously. Firstly, 70 is where we're going to be bounced, but 69 is the real level. So right now it's not terrible. I don't really see 57. That's a big gap, but I think seeing 65 would not be surprising to me if there's like a flash black swan type of momentum. Polkadot is down about 1.9%, anywhere from current level all the way down to the 2306 would be a good level, 30 out of 70. So it's on the upper echelon of oversold, so not terrible, not the best, but in terms of other coins, I would be choosing other ones over Polkadot at the moment. ALGORAND's still in the green territory, interesting, because of the volatility we see, right? Such a huge outlier, right? We're still at the 42 out of 70, so not the best, right? I would still wait until 135 to below, right? Would be still better level for us. Shiba Inu is at the 2752. It's okay, not the best, right? I would say the first level I would ideally place at would be at the low 2000s, and then the 1407, and then obviously the 900. I would do my DCA accordingly in these three respective levels. I think right now it's okay, not the best. MacTac is try and linger on. We are 43 out of 70, so ideally 175 to 143 from here. AVAX is down 3.63%, 80 to 60 from here. Luna is down about 7.81%, 62, 52, 45 from here. And with respect to Enron, with the 189 right now, we're rock bottom with the, let's see, 30 out of 70, so very rock bottom. You can see that how much we're bouncing right now, like up and down, up and down, up and down. And this has been just so much oversold right now from basically the peak of 540 back in November 23rd. So risk management level is a level to identify so far. So let me know if you have specific questions. Across the board, we're going to have a volatile week ahead of us. That's something that we know, right? But with respect to the overall market, I would say collectively we have a lot of good buying opportunity. And it's important that we think logically and not use emotions to, maneuver through these storm ahead of us, right? So again, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are going to be interesting ones for us to see and unfold. But, stay focused, stay long-term, right? And focus on the long-term vision and you'll be fine. All right? Take care.